Apologies, we seem to be having some technical but one thing's for certain, it will be fun. Take the platform!
Hey! Oh! Oh!
Protect me right now! Ah! Yeah! Ah!
Where the hell did the finals come from? And why the hell has it crept into my most played games of 2024? Oh wow, another free-to-play shooter with expensive skins, battle passes, premium currency, and crackhead players. But it's so fun. And I feel oh so naughty think of all the nasty things I could do to the devs if I found them. Remember all those satisfying quickscoping in old school COD? Remember that engaging tenseness of watching over your shoulder for spies in TF2? Remember when I told you to subscribe? Remember all those hype plays you made in Skywars? No, I'm serious with that last one. The finals captures all those hype moments and feelings you get from so many of those nostalgic games. It takes modern concepts from today's movement shooters and remixes them with that old school PvP gameplay, and it comes with all those hype moments you got from that era. The devs didn't f*** around making yet another chicken dinner winner takes nothing wobble fellas type game like every damn franchise is doing now. Like why the hell is Sonic getting one? Unless I want to play Shadow the Hedgehog and mow down Cream the Rabbit plays with a trench sweeper shotgun, I don't care. The finals plays exactly how the trailer looks, with that fast-paced gunplay and creative environment manipulation to gain tactical advantages on other players. Running through walls to slam down on an unsuspecting 1 HP player is so funny. It's like the Dreamies advert, it's amazing. But the finals has a very big problem, and it's that the gameplay is a bit too creative and free. Right, let's do a test. I'm going to put some items on screen, and I'm going to let you take 3 to form your loadout. Pick a gun and 2 gadgets. Go ahead, I'll give you a couple seconds. In fact, no I won't, because I know for a fact most of you have already picked the f***ing stun gun with invisibility, and let me guess, you've picked the sniper rifle too. But guess what? Even if you've not picked those, I can guarantee you someone on the enemy team has. Guaranteed. Some people should be put in chains or a muzzle. You know who you are. Running up behind people as the light build, invisible, then you stun gun them and point blank snipe them for your little Reddit simbin later. Let me tell you, every time that happens I get one step closer to unleashing the wolf. When your goal is to give players the ultimate freedom to choose their playstyle, that doesn't mean you should cater to every single fatherless subhuman organism. I bet you're probably that sensitive spirited kid playing Undertale on your laptop during school lunches, weren't you? When you load into a shooter you expect to get into gunfights that you could lose. What I don't expect is to be stunned, teabagged, have my ego twatted as I get skull by a pay pig with a funny loadout while he's streaming to his ego, squirming in the Discord call. I'm sorry, I love this game, but I thought it'd be funny to write this unfiltered script after I had a game like this. And yet I decided to play one game today, and here we are regretting it, because people choose to devolve for a match and run such unfun one-note loadouts. It just ruins matches. You have some crazy abilities and weapons. You can jump into the sky and slam down on unsuspecting enemies. You can absolutely carpet bomb an objective with grenades. There are so many fun ways to play the game. So many. So many. So why are people such animals? I'm trying my best to get my feelings into words here, but the way this game feels is like, you know when you're in a nice restaurant and you see everyone enjoying their meals, having fun, ordering what they want and all having a good time. The freedom to choose what they eat and how they eat it. Next minute, some kids on the other table start throwing food. They start ordering things specifically to use as projectiles to launch at other people. Sure, those things can be eaten normally by a normal person, but in the wrong hands it becomes a projectile of mass destruction. In fact, no, I've got a better analogy. Just imagine you're at a garden party and the little kid picks up a hose and everyone ducks. And in that moment, that kid puts on his perfect shit-eating grin and becomes God. Then everyone gets wet and no one has fun. The kid gets slapped. That's what these players choosing to play the way they are feels like. I wanted to use this part of the video as a discussion point, a part of the video in which I'd like you to join me in thinking about how you would fix some of the issues with this game. You can click off this video and just leave a comment if you want. Seriously, I invite anyone watching to join me in the comments of this video to discuss some potential changes or additions to the game. Otherwise, sit back and let me spitball some ideas, because please, for my own mental health, I need to get my ideas and thoughts into words for when this game gives me dementia and I can't remember unless I watch this back. Idea 1. Get rid of snipers. You know, I'm partial to sniping in this game, but I enjoy mid-range quick sniping as I'm actively engaging in contesting or supporting the objective. But so many times I can see that farty little lens glare on the opposite side of the map. I can hear the enemy sniper peppering shots all game. It's a movement shooter, man. Come the down and move and shoot. Come over here and play the objective. Come engage in the mechanics of the game. If you're sniping in this game, then I'm sorry, but I think your talents are wasted. You either annoy the enemy team so much that they all run shield comps, which are not fun to play against in any game, or you into all game and do nothing for your team. It's just such an out of place playstyle in modern fast paced shooters. Or how about we keep the sniper, but it does less damage when you're stood in one spot in one part of the map for the whole game. Or if its damage is tied to your movement speed, that would be cool as it promotes skillful play and mid-range sniping near the objective, so you're actively engaging, using the movement mechanics and momentum physics that are already in the game to your benefit. Idea 2. Let's get rid of stun guns. I'm not even going to spend any time on this idea. It's a movement shooter. I expect to move. It's simply not fun and invites unskillful one-note playstyles I was crying about earlier. Like, look at this. What is going on? He's trying to Reddit snipe me.
It looked like just some of those worms where you...
Off! Idea 3. This idea is probably my favourite, but I think some of the utility in this game could be tied to the weapons you use. That sounds weird at first, I know, but zoning in on the core concept of certain playstyles, you can make them more focused. For example, I'm seeing so many brainlets use the invisibility ability, which can be paired with any gun and any gadget. I actually like the idea of a stealth mechanic where you can surprise your enemy and close distances without being seen easily. What I don't like is seeing an enemy pop out of invisibility 5 meters randomly in front of me with a full barrel shotgun aimed at my cranium. Hey! Imagine if it was just bound to an alternate fire on the knife, for example. Well, you still get that invisibility, but now it's associated with a weapon that's best suited for that playstyle archetype. Too much freedom could cause abilities to be used in ways which were never intended, like we're seeing. Another example would be that damn turret ability. Who on earth thought it would be a good idea to let you place an instant death machine with the same health as a player, whilst letting them sit behind it with a long-ranged assault rifle that can one-clip even the heavy class? Ridiculous. A playstyle like that should be defensive, not obnoxious. Tie that turret to a melee archetype like the riot shield where you can defend an objective area without just becoming a long-range death ray that sprays randomly into doorways. All of those ideas are probably really bad since I'm no game designer, but by focusing on bringing in more playstyles through weapon choice, you allow flexible play expression whilst limiting obnoxious bullshit. It's all well and good shitting on the game, but like I said, I love it so much, so it wouldn't be fair to not mention the context for the situation the game finds itself in. Let's look at the games right now that are captivating players across the shooter market. Right, so this one's a given, but we have Fortnite, we also have Call of Duty, Overwatch, Valorant. Imagine you're the devs of the finals come up with a perfect game concept. Okay, let's look at Fortnite. Okay, they're adding cool mechanics and gadgets to enable different playstyles. Okay, check, let's bring that in. Okay, now Call of Duty, look, okay, they're cool, their weapons are cool. Let's just cut and paste some of these since people know what an AK-47 and sniper rifle is. Okay, Overwatch, looks like their classes and heroes are setting them apart. Let's add some classes to our game with different mechanics and attributes. Oh look, Valorant lets you be reserved and freely pick loadouts while remaining true to an archetype through these classes. Let's all bring that in too. In the end, we have the finals, a game with fun gameplay, fun mechanics tied to character classes, with a wide range of gadgets for players to have fun with. This also allows for reserved and calculated loadout creations, which is awesome on paper, but in reality an attempt to Frankenstein what works with the big hitters in the shooter genre right now. The finals has got a little over ambitious and assuming that players are going to play to new rules. Wrong, you are just going to pull players from these popular games and they are going to stick to what they know. I wonder what happens when a Call of Duty crackhead used to tight gunplay gets hold of a stun gun to sweat even harder. I wonder what happens when a more reserved, hesitant Valorant player gets hold of gadgets that let them sit safely in one position and spam their way to kills safely. Or I wonder what happens when a meta-abusing Overwatch player used to swapping playstyles on the fly macro counters your team to make things perfectly unfun with shields and turrets and whatnot. Anyone who's played the new power shift mode knows exactly what I'm talking about, especially with that last one. It's bunker comp reincarnated. Okay, it's all well and good bitching about it, but how about I put my money where my mouth is? Right now, I'm going to load into some of these games with the mindsets I just mentioned. I'm going to load into 3 games, one as a Call of Duty player, one as a Valorant player and one as an Overwatch player. Then hopefully you can visualize my points better. Although I call this game a Frankenstein of popular shooters, I do think that can be said about a lot of modern games. But thankfully the finals is actually fun. It probably wasn't fair of me to project my own ideas for the game, when I'm in no way qualified to justify that as a game designer. But the frustrations still exist, and whenever I want to throttle the throat of the animals that play this game, I can't help but think they could be having more fun, and instead they are sapping the fun from everyone around them for what only seems like a mild enjoyment. Please tell me if you disagree with anything I said in the comments, and please let me know your thoughts on the state of the finals. I love talking to you guys. My last video I uploaded became my most viewed video on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see all the support and discussions in the comments. So if you like this video, please subscribe. For real, you can just unsubscribe later if you really don't want to keep seeing my videos pop up. It all helps. Anyway, thanks for listening to my unfiltered rant, and this was a complete and utter ramble. Bye!